You'll see quite a few maggots there. A real sign of a cobalt deficiency. Lad with scabby ears, barber's pole or humongous, total disaster. Hey, hey, hey. She still has teeth, but that's not great. Welcome back. Today, myself and this man, this is my lambing student if you remember him. Cian, it's good to see you back.
It's great to be back.
You're welcome back.
Thank you. I'm much complaining about being back here anyway, definitely not.
Good man, well that's the job. He's back to give me a hand. Well, he's giving me a hand, a little bit of a hand in the workshop at getting headstocks ready and dressing tables and all the rest, but his experience at sheep is useful as well. The main man, Robbie, is double jobbing today. You might actually hear in the distance, you might actually see him. I'll see if I can get a look for you here. See the tractor in the distance there. Robbie is on firewood. He's some man.
I'm not fishing, I'm mending my nets.
His second favourite job, when he's not running after sheep, he's either at firewood or power washing. This is his other favourite job. So he's a useful man to have about. But he says, don't forget about me. He wants to come up and give us a hand. We're going to get set up here. Cian's just giving me a hand to set up. We're actually using the old Stanley race. Well, I shouldn't call it old. I bought this under Tams too. I got a grant for this job way back. Standard enough race, two 10-foot panels, mobile on the wheels. We'll get it set up. We'll give you a look at that. Never actually talked about this when we were doing the handling, sheep handling videos, but this is a super race for the ewes. We'll give you a look at that a bit later on. We're just trying to figure out a bit of a setup here. This is my most useful pen in the whole shed here. All the collecting is done in this pen here. Either the sheep come in through that door or they come down with this gate closing in behind them. And what I've discovered is sheep like to turn a corner and they think they're getting away. So you might have seen we had the cotter crate set up here. What we're trying to do is set up this Stanley race somewhere here, but we have the length right. We want to have the race finishing about here, and they'll come round this corner and shoot up the race. So just trying to figure out the length here, but I think we have it sorted here now. I think we have a plan in place. When we open this gate, yeah, we need to start it here, or else this gate is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah, go with that. Not bad there. Okay. But if you haven't seen the way this race is done, we'll give you a look here. Cian, you work your winch there. You never used this before, did you?
No. Can't say it, huh?
Yeah, well you'll figure it out there. Yeah. That's it. You see the winch actually levers up this and takes the weight off the wheels. You'll see that happening now. So the wheels come up off the ground. That is it. Once your wheels are clear then, yep, you'll see they're rocking. You just pull this pin here. And then your wheel comes off quite handy. It should do, yeah. That's it. No, there's no lever on it. It's a brake winch, the same as the dressing tables. Yeah, pull hard the other way. That's it. That's it, back down to ground level. So we'll just stick on the rest of these gates here, continue on these panels here. So if you haven't seen last week's video and you're wondering where the cutter crate is, Carl from YouTube is going with it to try it out. He wanted it for a few days, so he has it. So we're back to the Stanley race here. Get this job done with. Setup is kind of done here. I'll just give you a look at it. the way we're working is the sheep come round this corner and up there, and I just chatting to Cian there, we're saying if them gates were sheeted would be a good advantage, because the sheep would think they're heading off and getting out this way. That's the only exit, then they should continue on that way. But I don't know, I have kind of planned to do a more permanent handling system here, and I just have it in my head that this is probably the best place to do it, somewhere on that exit point of the shed, because the sheep always think they're getting away there and I always want to come that way. Need to get these rams out of the way. They're just kind of causing a problem. They're kind of in the way here. Just going to get them ran on. So this is what's left out of the 35 rams that we had for sale. This is what's left. Half of them are SIS eligible. Come on, Pops. Yeah, go on. Actually, one going to Donegal now in the morning. Away, Pops, away, away, away. Put them back. Good job. Shh, you're just going to skip these. Away, Pops, here. Away, away. Bring them back. Bring them back. Good dog. Steady, steady. Steady. Good dog. Steady, steady. That's it. Lovely job. So we get the rams over this side. We'll have this side all free here for the ewes. We'll get the ewes in on this side now. And it should hold them all in here. I think there's about a couple of hundred sheep here. So here's two sheep that didn't make it to Roscommon for, well, I'm not sure. You probably would say obvious reasons. The one in the front there, you'll see her quite lame. She's a bit lame on her front foot. She had a really bad abscess on one foot. And the other one had a kind of swollen face. It was a bit like that photosensitization, the one where the sheep lost the wool on the face last year. This one. So I just didn't want to sell her. So there are two sheep that didn't make it to Roscommon. So I'm not sure what I'll do with them. Might end up keeping them, I'm not sure. I'd rather not sell miffy sheep like that to somebody. We'll see, we'll see. If they don't come right, I can still factor them. They're still worth a few quid, but we shall see, we shall see. So these are the ram lambs, the balance of the ram lambs, the ones that will be factory. It's not all of them. Some of them are still over on the other bit of ground. You can actually see them from here, just around about there somewhere. It's only about 2 kilometers away. But these are the little bit further behind ram lambs. Not sure what to do with them, but they have done well since that dose where the worm count was extremely high. They have done well. Just going to run them into a pen here and get them closed in, because I need to get these hoggets that are behind me. We're going to mineral drench them first, so need to get these ram lambs out of the way and get the hogget ewes in next. Hello, Pops. Hello. Hello. Now, so we're just going to leave these here for a while. Just keep them out of the way. Get them closed into this pen. This pen, actually, when we are talking about handling facilities and modifying them, this pen was actually the main handling area for years. This was the spot that I used. Very handy in between the two fields here. It was very easy to get sheep in and out of it, but I think the shed is the easier option now. It's like a big collecting pen. It's very handy for gathering the sheep. So just notice something here. A total disaster. This is some crack, this sheep farmer. A ram lamb, I'm not sure from the right spot there. It's stuck in the middle of these hogget ewes. And I have no idea how he's got in here. Well, what are we at now? We're the last 3rd week of September now. I think we're the 18th, 19th of September. I really hope none of these hogget ewes are cycling yet. Probably a downside to clean sheep. They're a little bit slower to actually cycle, come into heat. I'm really hoping they haven't in this case, because, well, he's not a bad looking ram lamb, but that's the last thing I want. My best hogget ewes that I've kept, and a ram lamb stuck in the middle of them. But there we go. That's the joys of sheep farming. I'm sure lots of people can relate to that. Anybody that keeps sheep. But he doesn't look to be too active. There's nothing tipping here at the minute, I don't think. I really hope not. The main batch of ewes are out here. We'll get them in after. No, he's not showing much interest in ewes. Now, that's not to say he won't have something tipped, but we'd hope not. We really hope not. Funny, I actually had a phone call from a man down the country who thought his ram wasn't working, and I was telling him that is probably an issue with clean sheep. They're a little bit slow to come into cycle, or to start cycling. I think it's more because they were bred for outdoor lambing late March, early April, so early lambing isn't really a thing with them. Come by, good dog. Come by. Good, come by, good dog. Good dog. So these are the hogget ewes that we kept. I think it's 58 or so in this. Unbelievable how well they've done since the dipping. Unbelievable. Nice looking batch of sheep now. So these were the ones we picked out. You might have seen that in the sale video. But I was starting to wonder, did I dip my sheep maybe a week early? Oh sorry, a week late. This is about 2 weeks after they were dipped. Maybe a little bit longer, it's heading for 3 weeks now. But they have definitely bloomed since that. Now I know weather has been good, grass has been growing. Who knows? I hope the hoggets that people bought have done the same thing, pushed on and done well. That's what you want. So there is the troublemaker here. I don't know what to do. Do we scan these in a month or something like that? See what's happening. What are you going to do then? Just roll with it. Hope he's not in too long. Come on. Shh, yep. Yep. Shh, yep. Shh, up. Oh, put him in. Away. Away, Pops. Away. 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 Shh, come on. Up. Good job. Bring them on. Come on. Away. Come on, bring them on. Come on, that's it, Pops. A couple of little ewe lambs in it as well. Lovely, that's them inside. Now, the main man has just arrived. Robbie, you're very welcome.
Thanks very much.
You were busy, we were watching you through the hedge there. You were at a bit of firewood there.
So, I could be shot and I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, you're double jobbing today now. He's splitting timber and he's going to do a bit of sheep work here.
That's the idea now, that's the idea. And Pops is going to stay with us.
Yeah, Pops is on the go. Pops is mad to go as well, yeah. This will be the first real stroke of work since Canada. Yeah. Well, at the sheep, Annie. I'm not saying now you've been idle since you come home. What do you think, Cian?
No, he's quite busy now every time out here.
He's a busy man, yeah. Right, well, so we better make a start.
Do something.
Yeah, enough talking.
It's they're very clean up with these.
They're not too bad. I was saying that I think I was probably a week late dipping them. I probably dipped them maybe 2 weeks out from the sale next year. Unbelievable the way they've cleaned up. I'll maybe try and get a video of 4 when these were in the shed. You see how much they've cleaned up and whitened up since the dipping. So a little bit of an update for you on what we're doing here today. We're mineral drenching all the ewes, all the females. We're about a month out from the rams going out. Hard to believe that's come round this time of year already. But we're going in with a mineral drench. This is, I have no idea how good it is. I'm not endorsing it by any means. I'll let you know if it works or if it doesn't. Mind you, it's very hard to tell if it does or not. But I know minerals are a serious problem in stock this year. I know a lot of the dairy and suckler herds are talking about having a lot of empty cows. So just a particular year, I'm afraid the minerals are not in the grass. So just convinced myself that I need to go in with a mineral drench. And I see my lambs with scabby ears. Gonna hit them with the same drench as well. Now this particular one contains copper. Very risky for a breed that is susceptible to copper poisoning. Clins aren't too bad, but I know Texels, let me know in your own opinion. I think Texels are quite prone to copper poisoning. There we go. Give this a good shake. I'm just going to use the backpack here and the dosing gun. So, both available on sheepschoolshop.com. The backpack is handy for this job, for scooting up and down the race. Now, so we'll just get the belt on here as well. Now, So that's it. You ready to roll, Robbie? Good man. Right. Okay, okay. I wonder should we narrow this race in a bit? We might narrow it in on one side actually for these hoggets because they're a little bit smaller. They're not the biggest sheep in the world, so I think we'll narrow it in a bit. So you do that by pulling this pin here. That's it. Now you'll see that kind of ease the race in a bit. It'll just give them sheep a lot less space for manoeuvring. So we're hoping the sheep will flow around here, up the front. We'll see how it goes. Right, let's go, Roberto.
Let her go.
Hope we've no jumpers here. That's it. Yep, yep. Right.
One more maybe?
Pick another one if you had it. No panic if you don't. Lovely. That's the job. Well, what do you think of me hoggets?
They're clean now.
Yeah, the dipping made some job of them, didn't it?
Definitely.
And the dose. We dosed them as well. Robbie, you remember dosing them? Yeah.
They look very well.
Not too bad now, not too bad. If we had them in Roscommon, we could have, at the prices we got, we could have 18 grand's worth of sheep there, which is hard to believe. You can't have your cake and eat it, I think is the saying there.
I know, but you could have.
Nah, but then I'd have no replacement, so
Well, that's
I'm
it,
glad
yeah.
I kept them.
That's it.
Yeah, I hope I'll reap me rewards out of them, we'll see. Right, we're going to make a start here. We've enough talking done, I think. The recommended dose for these is 15 millilitres pre-tupping. I'll just set me gun. Lucky enough, it is a 15 millilitre gun. Lovely, we're ready to go here. Oh, another little job I might do here. So another little job I forgot to do was clip my pipe in on this, because the last thing I want to do is snag my pipe and have minerals in particular running down my back, because they're very sticky and be a dirty mess. So I think we're ready to roll now. Okay. She lost a little bit, better top her up. And there we go. First race done. Okay. Go on, there you go. Robbie, ready when you are. Yeah, go for it, yeah. Okay, swap it there, Cian. That's it, that'll do you there. Comes up there. Lovely job.
Oh, my dark rosaline unit, side unit. Sheep are on the ocean green, the march along the deep. Used to be one there with a tango born.
Oh.
Go on.
I am tango born, like that is the class we are at. Hunting sheep, this is the late hunting woods I sit up there. That's a far good thing. Sit with you.
Now, it's hard to believe we've 60 sheep dosed there in a few minutes. We're after flying through them. Myself and Cian were just chatting there. He was saying how clean the sheep are, probably after the dipping.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that they put in a dipping tank at home.
No, it's the best thing we ever done.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What, a mass concrete one?
Yeah, just a concrete sort of mould was made into a shape of a sort of big
Precast.
tub. Precast, yeah,
Yeah.
and the steps coming out of it.
Yeah.
So we have it cornered up against the wall a wee bit, and then a race going in. They just drop straight in, hold them for a second, and then let them straight out then. if it's just a sliding gate at the end of it, lift it up and down, and then drain a hole in there, you could hold up to about 30 ewes or so.
Yeah, and
so
it'll all run back to the tank.
All run back
good
into the
job.
tank, yeah.
Could be something worth looking into here maybe, because I have not dipped in, I'd say, 5 years, and the reason I dipped 5 years ago was I actually got scab on my ewes. Bought it in somewhere. I think I brought sheep home from a mart. Now thankfully I've never seen scab since, and I've never dipped, and I've never treated for any scab, and the sheep have been clean, but it's unbelievable the way these hoggets have cleaned up. So I think dipping, definitely pre-sale, is going to be something I need to do moving forward. So might be something worth looking at. Alright, so just bringing the ewes in here. You'll actually see them skipping about, but they're coming off very poor grass. Body condition wouldn't be a shock, but I don't think I'm too late. I prefer to be pushing them a little bit harder now this time of year. So I suppose this is the time of year now to be just getting your sheep right. It's only a month until the rams will be going out. So any sore feet, thin sheep just need a bit of an extra do. A couple of tinish ladies in this, but they're generally not too bad now. So the reason for getting your sheep in good body condition is generally a better crop of lambs at scanning time. Those thin sheep, underdone sheep, they're the ones quite commonly you'll see as empties. So the better, the healthier the sheep are, better body condition. So hopefully that should result in more lambs to sell next year. Up, up. Well, there's another one that probably didn't rear lambs. You see, big fat sheep, another cull there. Really should have them pulled out now when grass is scarce. Go on. What do you think, Cian?
Fine ewes now, Paris.
Looking at them in the field. Look away, Pops. Bring her back, Pops. Bring her back. Bring her back. Bring her back. Bring her back. Come on, bring her back. Good dog. Good dog. Looking at them in the field, I'm thinking they're a bit thin and not that well done, but
I'd be like that. Usually ewes are like that now this time of weather. Like.
Yeah, well, I'd hope to be looking a bit better when the rams are going out, but yeah, they had them after coming off a field here. There's not much grass on it. Alright, that's it. Lovely job. She'll hardly see it through a winter. She's a bit thin looking. Alright. Alright. There's the sheep that had maggots. If you remember, that's the one I sheared in the headstock. She's made a fair recovery. You see the remnants of the Stockholm tar on her. What do you think, Robbie? It's about that. It's about 200 ewes there, yeah. Come on, that's the job. Lovely. Okay, great job. Now, so what would you call this? Pre-tupping prep, we call it. Just getting them ready for that job. So it's the first fill of the race of the ewes here. Body condition does not look great in the field, but they are not too bad. There's a thin lady there now, but then she's a very old sheep. She is tell your age now, 17, so she's a 7-year-old sheep. What's the mouth like? Not the worst mouth I've ever seen, but she still has teeth, but it's not great. Don't think she'll see another winter around here anyway. They're not too bad. There's another tin sheep there. Good mouth. She is a 3-year-old sheep. So look, we'll try and get them onto a bit of better grass here. Get a bit of body condition on them before the rams go out. We shouldn't be long dosing these. If the hoggets was anything to go by, we should fly through these. So really, this is exposing my poor management. I should have these culls gone and would leave more grass for the more productive sheep, but It's hard to get everything done. What do you do? Come on. Yep. Yep. See, these older ewes are much easier to get up a race, much faster. We'll work with 16, it's grand, lovely job. This black stuff is actually Stockholm tar. You'll see that wool there, that's fresh growth. That's the sheep that we clipped on in the headstock, the one that had maggots. The time we were picking them out for, I think it was Tullamore show, so that was way back mid-August. So she's made a fair recovery and she's in good nick, so didn't damage her too much, so we'll keep going. Now, one of my little helpers is after arriving out, Enya, who is 4. Enya, you coming to help us those sheep? Yeah. You're a good little girl, aren't you? How did you get on at school? Yeah. I actually met one of Enya's teachers in the shop the other day, and she told me that Enya was a little angel at school. But Robbie's laughing over here. She's, what is it, Robbie? A street angel and a house devil. She's a little monkey when she's at home, but apparently she didn't lick it off the grass, so I'll just leave you on that. Alright, you're a great little girl though. Yeah. Okay, we will keep going. Are you so well on, Robbie? You're flying there. Keep going, dude. Yeah, more work and less talk, is that it? Good shit. Yeah, alright. You're happy enough with them? I thought they were a bit thin, but Cian says they're okay, and you think they're okay. Alright, well, shall we not panic too much yet?
Are they all daddy sheep?
They're all mammy sheep. They'll all be making babies very soon, Pat. You want to come in too? Well, come on. Come on. Mama, There's one. Hey, up, hey. Up. Hey, up. Up. Yeah, that's cute. Hey, you want to do one in here? Now, pull the trigger there. Pull it. That's the job. Lovely job.
Can I do it, dude?
Yeah, come on, do this one here.
Okay.
Now, pull it hard. That's the girl.
That's funny.
Yeah, you're the best girl. That's it. Lovely job. Now we've all these done. We're getting on well. Okay, open that. Pull that yellow handle down. Pull it down towards you. That's it. Good girl. Right, great job. Now we better catch the one that we need. No, let them go. Give me that handle there. Thank you. Hope that I can get this one stopped. Lovely. Great job. No. No. Well, the junior farmer Noah's after coming out here, and we've Enya here as well. So Noah, what do you make of the whole lot? Yeah. Yeah. No, we haven't them done yet, Enya. So you have it all ahead of you, Noah. Yeah. Don't think he realises the work he has to do. Anyway, we'll see. He mightn't want to look at sheep when he gets a bit older. Anyway, we'll keep at it. Just want to show you something here. There is a sheep with an issue with a big lump on her jaw. You see that there? Can be known as bottle jaw. It's pretty typical of sheep with liver fluke can cause that. But the other one that seems to be doing the rounds this year is barber's pole, or humoncus, I think it's called. And possibly a little bit concerned, that's maybe what I had, that really high worm count in the lambs. This one here, the 3,950 count, I've been told that humoncus can lead to very high eggs per gram count, so a little bit concerned about that. But a good way of checking, the barber's pole is actually a blood sucking worm, is the white of the eye. You'll see she's actually quite red, she's not that pale. If she's really pale under the eyelid, it's a good sign her blood has been sucked from inside, but she is okay. She's quite red under the eyelid, so I would not be concerned with the barber's pole worm in this instance anyway. You ready? Push that handle back there. That's it. And let the gate go. Lovely. Great job. Come back here, Annie. You're just probably not standing in a great spot. Robbie, how are you getting on there? You're very quiet. You have... Yeah, there's not a word of you in there.
One with his lamb.
Yeah. Oh, we've only one fill left. We're going well. We're going well. Now, so we're all done here. And you go to your left. Go out this way. Go out this way. Quick. Out this way. That's it. Go round the back of them now. Little Enya has no fear whatsoever, which probably isn't a great thing. You forgot one. You're like, Pops, you're too keen. Go back and get the rest of them. That's it. Bring them up here. That's the girl. You're as good as Pops. Okay. Lovely job. And you come down to me here. The sheep think you're a little tiny dog. Come here, Pops. Here. Pops, here. That it?
He was celebrating in there.
You alright there, Robbie?
Game over.
You'd glad to see that here.
I was back.
Aye, yeah, he's a good old pace to the work there now. He's going well, isn't he, Cian?
Flying.
He's going like a clock. He's like the combo.
I'm 67.
Oh, yeah?
I could be 60 years. I was born in 1956.
Yeah, that'd leave you 68 in December.
56. Well, I have more than 5 on
December. Yeah.
One of them is 33, 37, 48,
Yeah.
52.
You'll hardly see another one.
Oh, Jesus, not at all. Oh, no.
That's much faith now.
No, in your
Oh,
lifetime,
not in my
anyway.
lifetime.
Hey,
You
Daddy, you want to
It's great to see the last fill.
Absolutely.
We have rattled through these at pretty high speed now. We didn't do too bad.
Tremendous
We're
speed.
about an hour at them, are we?
Which is a lot less, isn't
It
it?
could be, I don't know. We're going well.
Just under an hour, yeah.
Yeah,
What
happy
time?
days, happy days. A couple of hundred sheep dosed in less than an hour. Good going. Race is very handy for that job, so lovely. Right, we'll rattle through them here. Now, last race out. Now, so after a short break, Robbie went back to the firewood. Myself and Cian decided to get a similar job done with these lambs. Let's get at it. Right, that is the race narrowed in on both sides. So let's see how it goes. Going to dose these lambs and bolus them as well. Not sure if I'm wise or not, but we're going to do it anyway. Really should be doing this in the cotter crate, but that is a way.
There's Davey.
No bother.
See you in May maybe, or
Right, good luck. We don't have the crate, but look, we'll get them done. Hang on, I'll give you a hand. No, they're just jamming themselves in. Now, just bolusing these lambs, and the simple reason is these are going away onto another bit of ground where I will not see them for quite a while. So the mineral drench is very short. It's a very short acting product. Like all mineral drenches generally only last 2 or 3 weeks. So the bolus is supposed to last 6 months. Now I didn't see it lasting the full 6 months. I'll actually give you a look at some of the lambs here that I marked that hadn't a bolus. And they are very, very dry and open in the fleece. Look, and you'll see the difference in some of them now in a minute if I can find one. But actually handy enough to get these bolus. They're not too bad, they're behaving well. We'll keep going, get these out here. Interesting one for you here. Just chatting to Cian, I asked him to pick out the 2 worst lambs in it. And he's picked out this one here. Lad with scabby ears. And as he said, the wool wouldn't be a shock.
No.
Looks a bit dry, a bit brown, a bit open in the fleece, a bit thin. And this lad here. And if you see a red mark here and another red mark there, those lambs were not bolused at the first job in mid-May. I used the same bolus. I used bolus that's supposed to last 6 months, but it's a long time to expect a bolus to last. But definitely those lambs aren't as good as the rest of them.
No, definitely not.
So that's kind of why I'm mineral drenching and bolusing here today. You'll see these scabby ears again. Not that that's a bad lamb, he's quite a good lamb, but you see these scabby ears. That's apparently a real sign of a cobalt deficiency. So he's particularly bad. That lad had never seen a cobalt supplementation. Very bad ears there. So we're going in with the same mineral drench the ewes got, and the bolus as well. If you're wondering what bolus we're using Animax's bolus. They are, yeah, I'll give you a look at it. Quite a long bolus here. But the gun is quite, actually I have one. Yeah, this is it here. The box is a bit dirty. Yeah, that's it there, so.
So just to clarify, this is not sponsored, just letting you know the product we're using.
It's a cobalt, iodine and selenium bolus, so we will keep going here. We've a lot to get done. Actually what I'm doing this time is, one of the last times I bolused and then mineral drenched, but I was finding it's quite hard to get the bolus gun down the neck. So this time I'm trying it a bit different. I'm drenching first and then I'm putting in with the bolus. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing, but it's definitely a bit easier to bolus. I think I have one here, yeah. Okay, that's it. Come on, there you go. Come on. So there's the lamb that never was bolused. You'll see he's quite not great in the wool. So you'll see actually the slowest part of that job is if you're getting the bolus out of your pocket. It slows you down a lot. So Cian thankfully is handing me the boluses there, and as you can see it's actually a quick enough job, not too bad. And I'm starting to wonder, is the drench making it that bit easier to get the bolus in? Seems to be working. We're flying at them here. So here's a lamb of interest. If you can see that lad, big strong head, that's one of the Texan cross lambs. Quite a nice lamb. I'll just give you a look at that Texan lamb. You see the body on him? Not the biggest lamb in the world, but quite a notable size there lamb. More muscle on him than my purebred thin lambs here. Now, two lambs in the race. We have these bolused and mineral drenched. We have the worms pretty well under control, I think. The lambs are looking a lot better.
So if you remember, when Robbie headed off with that dung sample,
I thought it was for my porridge.
after we dosed these lambs a couple of weeks ago, and I was worried that the dose hadn't worked. This is the results. I spoke to my vet about them. I was a little concerned with this 700 eggs per gram of the strongylides. He said not to worry too much about that. He said the strongylides are the important one. They're pretty much under control. So, and the lambs are doing well now, so the dose seems to have worked.
Here's one we spotted when they were leaving the race. We'll just have to put them back in. Not an obvious case, but you'll see a kind of a dampish bit there. Quite daggy, dirty bum, still a bit scoury, but maggots. Definitely maggots here. Not the most obvious case, but the dirty bum probably isn't helping after that bust of worms we had there in late August. But you'll see some maggots here. They're not particularly strong, but there's definitely some maggots there, if you can see that. They're just starting to do a bit of damage, starting to break skin there. So just going to doctor these up. It's the only little patch there of maggots. Not really killing maggots this time of year. They're just kind of maggots that are inclined to set back sheep. So I'm using a click bottle here and the click gun, but the product I'm actually using is cypermethrin, I think it's the product. Same product in Vector and some of these other things. So a little bit of a application of this will clean out these maggots, no problem. That's all it will take now. No. Right, that's that lad sorted. I have a funny feeling there's another one here. As you can see, we have another lamb in the race here, but I actually think the maggots are gone off this lad, and that can happen this time of year. No, not fully, there's still a few of them here. You'll see quite a few maggots there, quite a few just starting to do harm here. So we'll get a bit of that siphon meter in on these again, that'll clean him up. But lamb definitely will not thrive when they have that dirty maggots. The click is on 18 weeks now, so I suppose it's not the full 19 weeks. We've got good protection. Now, that is it, sorted. Okay, let these out. Purebred clean rams here. Probably the downside to the breed. Be looking at these for another wee while. But they're not too bad. I've seen worse lambs around the place. But there's the best example of a lamb that was not bolus. Look at the difference in him and the rest of the lambs. You'll see he's very open in the fleece, very dry looking, little bit thin. Probably the best example of why I need to be bolusing or definitely supplementing with cobalt. Cian stayed on, he gave me a hand to get them lambs done. Fair play to you.
Oh.
What do you think of the lambs?
Oh, they're good. No, just a couple of ones that didn't get bolus there, you know, they're obviously the
Aye, they're a bit
ones that you want to.
bit behind, yeah.
But the rest of them now, they're serious condition now, fairness.
Not too
especially
bad.
lambs this weather, like.
Yeah, for purebred clean ram lambs too, I suppose. They're not too bad.
No.
But anyway, thanks for your help. Fair play to you.
No bother.
And she'll be up tomorrow.
I'll be up tomorrow.
Good
no
man,
bother.
fair play to you. Right, we've more help after land. That's not a good sign. Landing when the work is done. Yeah, that's good timing. Anyway, you done a great day's work the last day we were dosing. You're welcome. You missed the whole crack.
They're getting very tall.
Anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Say bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.